Celtic Glasgow FC vs Glasgow Rangers 28.12.2011 SelMcKenzie Selzer-McKenzie. Author D.Selzer-McKenzie. My tip: win for Celtic. We have the great old derby surely here in the strongest Scottish league. We think that all football fans expect in this country with much attention of this match because Celtic has lived after 8 victories in result of Rangers leading this one only on a point difference. This way they have made the championship interesting again. The popular old has always surely triggered great attention also outside Great Britain. This is mainly because of the unbelievable rivalry between these two teams. Therefore the short-term form has not been decisive for the final result in most cases. The beginning, 28.12.2011. 20:45. However, one should the Ranger mention anyway that the Celtic are in a big series unlike have this one collected even 2 defeats in the last 5 rounds. One also should mention, that in its first duel in this season in the Ibrox stadium, celebrated the local team with 4-2 has while Celtic FC has been much more successful last year and to be more precise by having triumphed 3 times. Still gave the Ranger and 2 draws a victory. We have already said that the hosts are in a very good form before this great town derby. There they think highly behind each other behind of Siege and the Ranger the great delay could make up time. The delay was even 15 points at a moment. They even have the Ranger against Street. Moran come into the situation after the last home triumph against Kilmarnock as well as the defeat, after long time to reach the leading position of the Scottish Championship. This is surely also their greatest motive surely in front of the old. Coach Lennon has by the way this team, within the last 2 months this one simply is playing now much faster and newer created. In any case for this its very mobile midfield is responsibly, lasting at one also at the spearhead couple of have really very good players. However, we also must for the experienced Greek, Samaras, mention the top marksman Hooper under them who up till now has already obtained 11 hits. His return on the land perhaps has brought about the decisive turn in the game of the Celtics. This confirms the fact that it has been a decisive player in the last round against Kilmarnock and to be more precise by having scored both goals at the victory of 2-1 best. Coach Will Lennon probably carry out only a change and in the last round like the team from this match to be more precise, where the opportunity could get instead of let leave a little more offensive rise. Not the injured colleagues are still from the defence and to be more precise Majstorovic, Izaga and Wilson. Expected list: Celtic, Forster, Uricha, Robben, Wanyama, Mulgrew, Brown, Kale, Forrest, Sonyanke, Samara, Hooper. What the short-term situation concerns with the current Scottish master is much worse than with his town rival probably it. But this should by no means stop it from trying surely to remain undefeated at least in this way keeping the leading table position at the old. For it this duel has always been namely too important to it in the season. Coaches McCoist has said that of course form, its charges do not need a particular motive at the a little worse one either but what they have simply must give the best much fight and running on the land. This surely has not been the case in the last championship duel against Street. Moran, where they experienced their second defeat in the season having but 2 last month. This is rather alarming against the Celtic FC shortly before this duel. But for this defeat they are same, since they have earned even 2 red cards to a leadership of 1-0. Their opponents have made use of it in the best possible way and have come to the great turn until end. The suspended inside defender Gion will not therefore take part in the Celtic Park which the young Barkley probably will replace while his punishment will sit out the midfield players McCulloch later, since he does not have any adequate substitute. The go-getter Naismith injured from former times and the young defender Little also will miss the game. Expected list: Ranger, McGregor R, Whittaker, Bartley, Bocanegra, Papak, McCulloch, Wallace, Wild, Davis, Lafferty, Jelavic. We think since the Ranger have celebrated on a land of our own with 4-2 surely in the first old, that it is on the time that its big rivals give something back in the same way to them particularly since they are in much better form at the moment. You have the opportunity on the leading position also after a long time to come.